Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you all are super excited just like I am, guys, because today I'm starting a new tutorials for episode, guys. If you guys are wondering what, I have done the intros before and that's kind of outdated, guys, because no one really uses ink anymore. So I'm going to be doing with the Limelight style, guys. So if you guys are interested in writing ink, just go back and check out my old tutorials for episode, guys. And yeah, let's actually get started with writing another episode story with a different style. So when you log into episode, guys, you're gonna see it like this. It's a new layout. When you see my old one, guys, you will not know exactly the same layout, guys. So for the beginning, you start episode story, it's the same as this one. So you're gonna go to new story. Now this is a new style, guys. You get a title it and description also. So I'm gonna call this Sarah's tutorial 2, and I'm gonna say teaching people how to code episode story. Now, you don't even have to do the description like right away, guys, but I actually recommend doing this because for one reason, guys, you don't have to come up with a description later, and this saves time. You could also pick the genre right now, and I'm going to leave it as romance, guys, because I think that's a good idea to like have it, because I might let you do some art spots in tutorial, but I'm never going to publish this episode, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go create, and it's going to load up, and then you bring to this page, which is the same as originally, guys. So when you do this, you're going to actually give you like a little tip, guys, on how to start off. It says, this is a brand new story, and it's click here to start making characters. So that's where you can actually start with, guys. And this is where you can get to pick the style, guys, which I'll be doing in Limelight. So this is what Ellen looks like. I'm going to show you what the other ones look like just to, if you guys are interested. So this is what ink looks like. If you're interested in ink, I did ink tutorials before. And this is what classic looks like, and this is the original, like, beginning of episode coding. This was actually the original, how they all stories work, guys. And then episode Limelight came out in 2017 and has gained popularity, guys. So I'm gonna click use Limelight, and now it's asking for the story format. You can make cinematic or spotlight. If you guys want to see me do a spotlight on the theme, guys, like tutorials for you guys, let me know in the comments below, guys, and I will actually do this for you guys. But for purpose, I'm going to be using cinematic because I can show you guys how to do like so much more with cinematic. So I'm going to click on use cinematic, and it's going to upload, guys. Start uploading up. Okay, awesome. So now you're brought to this page, guys, which is pretty cool. You get to like pick a preset character and completely customize it. Don't worry, guys, you don't have to stick with the style they have. So I'm gonna pick a girl character first, and I'm gonna go with Rose here. I like her skin tone, so that's like perfect. And I'm gonna name her Jazz as a nickname. Maybe I should go with Jasmine actually, because that makes better sense. Okay, there you go. And create and save. Okay, so it's gonna load up, guys. It's gonna take a moment, and voila. Now this is where you get to actually customize how you want the character to look like. So I already like the skin tone, I like the body type already, guys. So I'm gonna move into brows. Now I want my character to have like, not really pronounced, I think brown thin, where it's starting out. That's perfect for her. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. And I think I'm gonna have her hair like, I feel like I wanted to have like long hair. I'm gonna go with this long curls. I think I like that. And I'm gonna change her hair to not yellow, honey blonde. Perfect. Now I feel like our skin tone is like a little bit off, guys. I feel like it should be a little darker because I think this was good rose too, and that is so much better, guys. Okay, let me go on to eyes next, and I think the monolid slender is perfect. Okay, let's see which face we have. Heart soft is perfect for her face. Her nose, round upturn. Yeah, that looks okay. Now I'm gonna do her lips, and I want her to have like more like a smaller mouth. So let's go with small heart. Ooh, that looks way better, I think, guys. Perfect, and I think the lip color is perfect. Okay, you can just choose a lip color right here, guys, whatever you want, but I think it's perfect. Okay, and I'm gonna hit save. Perfect. With that said, guys, I am gonna go click make another character so we can have like a little conversation between them. Because I already showed you guys how you customize a character. Oh, why is it going to outfits? That's not what I wanted. I wanted characters. Okay, perfect. New character. In the next tutorial, guys, I'll be showing you outfits. So don't worry. Like, I just want to focus on on beginning a story, guys. So the next tutorial will be about outfits, guys. Okay, I'm gonna pick a guy character now. I think I'm gonna go with Joe here, cause I think I'm gonna go with Charlie. I think I like his outfit already, and like his hair is like perfect, guys. Cause I don't want to like have to do that. Let me go change his name to Greg. Perfect. Create and save. And because I already have the customizations with the first character, guys, I'm just gonna leave Greg here as what the preset character was, guys, and move on to the next step. So we just go back to tutorial. That button right there. And we turn to here. Awesome. So now it says you can actually begin. So you can click on the new episode, and it's gonna load up this. Now this is gonna be your template for all the coding you will do in episode, guys. So make sure you get used to the template, guys, and having how it is. That is number one, guys. Okay, so it obviously has some code on it, guys, and this code right here is how every episode is gonna start when you start coding it. What I recommend, guys, is actually taking this, copying it, and then taking it a few places down like this and pasting it. The reason for that is because you want to have a beginning and you want to have an end. So having a black screen for beginning is really nice, and I'm gonna call this one. I'm gonna call this chapter 1, the beginning. I'll put just start. Okay, I was gonna put the beam on from the start, that's better. Then what this is gonna do, guys, is that you're gonna have a black screen at the end. This is to be continued, and you're gonna have a start screen that has a black screen that says chapter 1, the start. Okay, so now this is where you can start your coding, guys. Okay, now what I'm gonna be saying, you guys, you clearly have to follow, guys, because you want to make sure you do this. Because if you make any mistakes, guys, you'll get an error. So please make sure you follow steps I show you guys. So let's have the character enter first. Let's have Jasmine enter. So Jasmine enters from. You can have her enter from left or right. I'm gonna have her enter from left to screen left. You're probably thinking, why do I still have a black screen? And I'm gonna show you that after I have the characters in. And I'm gonna have a pause will beat, guys. So what pause will beat does, guys, it gives you a second when nothing happens. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, okay, why are you still having a black screen, guys? Is it still a black screen server? And yes, it's still a black screen at the moment, guys, but I'm gonna show you what you can do next. So you're gonna go to the top of the screen. You're gonna see my stories, Arcella, community help payment. So you're gonna go to where it says Arcella. You are gonna right click. Do not left click, else you're gonna lose what you have. And you're gonna go open in new tab. If you have a Mac, then it's just control click. Okay, awesome. So you have the tab open. So when the tab's open, this is what it looks like. So you don't have all the backgrounds episode has, guys. You can obviously upload your own, but if you're just a beginner, guys, I recommend just using these ones because one, it's super simple, guys, to use these at first because you're just beginning, you don't know what you're doing, so this kind of helps, guys, for sure. Okay, so I'm looking for something specific, guys. I'm looking for a bedroom, probably. I think it's a perfect scene beginning, so let's go with bedroom. Bedroom. Okay, perfect. And now you can pick out of all these bedroom ones. I'm gonna pick this one because ink, bedroom, and I'm gonna go with the night one right here, guys, because, and you're just gonna copy this part, guys, the words. You don't want, if you click on it, you're just gonna open it bigger, guys, so do not click on it, just copy the text. And then you're gonna paste it into your story, guys. So now that I have that in the story, guys, it kind of shows that, okay, so it's gonna start with black screen, but it's gonna change to this scene, and then it's going to have the character enter. And that's what you want. You don't want to have your characters enter like a black scene. You want to have to like in some kind of like scene that like makes sense. Okay, so the next step, guys, is to actually continue coding what you're gonna have, guys. So I'm gonna show you how they're called one person, but I'm gonna have the percentage, guys. So I'm gonna repeat what I just did, guys. So I'm gonna have at reg instead of having him enter from left, I'm gonna have him enter from right. Enters from right, and instead of having you go here, and I'm gonna have just from right to screen. Instead of having screen left, I'm gonna have screen right, guys. Anyway, guys, I want to have Jasmine go to the center instead of left, guys, because it just makes sense. Okay, so center. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have like so far I have the scene, I have Jasmine enters, and then I have a possible beat, and then I have Greg enters, and that's what we want. Awesome. The next step, guys, is to actually gonna have them have a conversation. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have Jasmine think woman. So I'm gonna have her at Jasmine is, and I'm gonna have the think one. So I'm just having think, and the opportunity one right here, and that's the only one there is for Limelight at the time. Okay, perfect. So the reason I'm having a think for a moment, guys, is because that makes sense. So you guys can see what the action is and when they're talking, honestly. Okay, so I'm gonna have Jasmine say something now. So I'm gonna type in Jasmine without the at symbol, because this is dialogue, guys. And I'm gonna have her say, Greg, what do you want? And then I'm gonna have Greg reply with, I missed you, Jazz. That's what I came for her. And Jasmine's gonna reply with, you can't be here. And I'm gonna have Greg reply with a Y, and then Jasmine's gonna be like, you know our parents don't want us together. Perfect. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna show what this looks like now. So I'm gonna actually hit the save button right here, guys. Make sure there's no errors. Oh, and there's an error here because I put the S. See, that's why you have to check those before you want to see the scene. That should be good now. There we go. So I'm gonna actually hit preview, guys, and you're gonna see it just over here. What this way looks like so far. Okay. Just loading up, guys. Okay, here it is. There's Jasmine. And then she thinks, Greg, what are you doing here? I miss you, Jazz. You can't be here. Why? You know our parents don't want us together. There you go. And don't worry about these little boxes here, guys, because when other people are reading your stories, guys, they won't be here. They're only there for you to edit. And I'll show you ways you use these boxes to edit later on to the series. Okay, so right now you have the characters having a conversation, but they're not talking. They're just stationary. And that's because if they don't have animations put onto them, guys, that's why. So, I am going to remind you about if you want them to have action or you want them to speak. If you want the person to speak something, make sure you put the name with @ symbol. If you want them to do something, make sure you put the @ symbol, guys. That is key. Don't forget that. I'll remind you in every tutorial, guys, just so you guys get it, because I don't want you guys to make a mistake that I have done. Yes, I have made the mistake and forgot to put the @ sometimes. And I think, why does it dang error? Okay, so we want them to speak, guys, which is pretty good. So I'm going to close this preview thing for a second to show you guys something. Okay, so you have a character say something. You can actually type it just like I did before, but you can also go over to here and click on the plus symbol beside the character's name, and you can scroll through so many different animations, guys. But I'm looking for specifically one who's talking. So I'm going to talk with you, and there we go. So I'm going to have talk. I'm going to have her talk. Maybe talk awkward loop. Let's take a look, guys. If you click on the eye symbol right here, it shows what it looks like. Wait, yeah, that seems something that Jasmine would do. So you can click on this and make sure to put it between brackets, guys. Parentheses. I know some people call them brackets, some people call them parentheses. So if you guys are confused, it's these round ones right here, guys. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna add another animation for Greg. I'm gonna have him talk sad. I'm gonna scroll down to the S's and look for sad, talk sad. Click on it and close the bracket. And then for Jasmine. You can also do this, guys. So you can just open the bracket. You can't be him and him talk afraid. And you can just click on this and boom, it just pops in. And then Greg's gonna be, I wanna have him talk. I'm gonna have him talk sarcastic. And you do why in sarcastic way. And then I'm gonna have Jasmine reply with talk aesthetic. Okay, guys, so I have animated these, guys. Okay, so now let's actually show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna hit save and preview. It's gonna show you guys this. Here it is, guys. So you can just watch right here. So Jasmine enters, paused. Then Greg enters. He thinks, Greg, what are you doing here? And then she says, I miss you, Jazz. You can't be here, Jasmine, guys. Why? You know our parents don't want us together. So you see how they got the mouse moving, and that's pretty much the basics, guys. So I'll see you guys in my next tutorial, which I will do with more entering and exiting, guys.